Hey, it's always refreshing when we see women break barriers in industry. But when this feat is accomplished in the 20th century, that's even more delightful. In this episode of Greatest Collectors, we highlight such a woman, Marjorie Merriweather Post, who was beauty, brains, and the whole package. Born in 1887, Post became the owner of Postum Cereal Company in 1914 after the death of her father, and was a director of the American Corporation until 1958. She made a success of it with her impeccable business acumen. But business wasn't the only skill Marjorie had up her sleeves. She also had a keen eye for rare treasures. From notable works of art with imperial and French origin to real estate and the finest high jewelry, she was indeed a woman of substance with an impeccable taste. Speaking of real estate, she owned Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, which is now owned by former US President Donald Trump. Of course, I know you're here for the high jewelry, and I bet that you wouldn't be disappointed. Marjorie's high jewelry taste was top par that a number of pieces from her collection are currently on the Harry Winston exhibit at the Smithsonian Institution in Washington. Some others reside in the Hillwood Museum in Washington, D.C., which served as one of her homes prior to her death in 1973. Historic diamonds, Mughal emeralds, endless pearls, Burmese sapphires, blood red rubies, even a Romanov crown and Fabergé egg or two, she arguably amassed the greatest high jewelry collection by a single person. Let's discover a few of them, shall we? This diamond necklace was made by NAPOLEON for Empress Marie-Louise. It was a gift to her from Napoleon in 1811 to mark the birth of her son. Later, Louise bequeathed the necklace to one of her sisters-in-law, Archduchess Sophie of Austria. When Sophie died in 1872, her three surviving sons jointly inherited the jewel. Eventually, Harry Winston acquired the necklace and he sold it to Post in 1960. 2 years later, she donated it to the Smithsonian. This magnificent tiara was made in 1810 by Nitot, court jeweler to Napoleon Bonaparte, for Napoleon's second wife, Empress Marie-Louise. The diadem was originally set with bright green emeralds. The tiara and its accompanying jewels stayed with Louis' family after the fall of Napoleon, but eventually it was sold. Van Cleef & Arpels bought the tiara in 1950 and replaced the emeralds with turquoises. The updated tiara was purchased by Marjorie in the 1960s. After wearing it for a few years, she donated the tiara to the Smithsonian in 1971. These diamond earrings flaunt pendants measuring 14 and 20 carats. They are believed to have been passed down through French royal history. They reportedly originally belonged to Queen Marie Antoinette, and the later also apparently adorned Empress Eugenie. After the sale of the French crown jewels in 1887, they were supposedly purchased by members of the Yusupov family. Prince Felix Yusupov and his mother sold the earrings to Pierre Cartier in the 1920s. In 1928, he sold the jewels to Marjorie Merriweather Post. Cartier added new triangular studs to the earrings, and Harry Winston later made a lighter platinum replica of the original silver setting. In 1964, the earrings were donated to the Smithsonian by Post's daughter. This ring is set with a spectacular 21-carat Colombian emerald. Its first documented owner was Emperor Maximilian, the Austrian Archduke, who reigned as Mexico's emperor for 3 years in the 1860s. In 1928, the emerald was purchased by Marjorie Merriweather Post. The Smithsonian calls the emerald the first important gemstone to enter Mrs. Marjorie Merriweather Post's collection. The current ring setting of the emerald was made by Cartier in 1949. Post donated the ring to the Smithsonian in 1964. This suite of 19th century jewels includes a necklace and a pair of earrings featuring rubies and diamonds set in silver and gold. Thought to have been made in France, the pieces are said to have belonged to Princess Eugenia Maximilianovna of Leuchtenburg. She married Duke Alexander of Oldenburg in 1868. Alexander and Eugenia managed to flee Russia before the revolution, and they sold their jewels in the 1920s. Marjorie purchased this necklace and its accompanying earrings in 1966. Today, they can be seen in the collection at Hillwood Museum on the grounds of her former estate in Washington, D.C. The Art Deco style necklace was created from 3 pieces, 2 matching bracelets which form the sides of the necklace, and 1 centerpiece designed by Cartier. The central element is a brooch that was custom designed by Cartier for the purpose of transforming the 2 bracelets into this one grand piece. The necklace is composed of 1 cushion-cut blue sapphire, 237 square step-cut blue sapphires, and 1,181 diamonds of various cuts and shapes mounted in platinum. It can be viewed at the Hillwood Museum. If this marriage of turquoise and amethyst looks familiar, perhaps it reminds you of the Duchess of Windsor's amethyst and turquoise bead necklace. It was created in 1950 for Marjorie Merriweather Post by the renowned jewelry firm Cartier. This Cartier brooch was created in 1928. The jewel is a triumph of Cartier's art, an elegant marriage of Art Deco and the Indian style. The brooch was a stock piece in the Cartier showroom when Post purchased it in 1923. The center emerald alone weighs 250 carats, and an inscription on the back suggests it dates to the 1600s. The piece can also be worn as a pendant. Post sometimes paired it with a carved emerald necklace of similar style. Acquired by Marjorie in 1966, some have suggested it was the last grand jewelry set she would purchase before her death. The necklace and earrings are made of large and unusual Baroque bomber pearls and moonstones. The necklace is composed of 16 Baroque pearls, 14 pear-shaped diamonds, 90 round diamonds, and 73 round and oval-shaped cabochon moonstones mounted in platinum. This sensational necklace is a sight to behold, featuring 90 oval and pear-shaped cabochon turquoise mounted in platinum. The remarkable blue heart diamond was found in South Africa in 1908. At 30.62 carats, it was purchased by Pierre Cartier in 1910 and set as the centerpiece of a lily of the valley ornament necklace and sold to the Unzue family of Argentina the same year. In 1936, Maria Unzue gave the necklace to her niece as a wedding present. It changed owners and met several jewelers including Van Cleef & Arpels and Harry Winston. Finally, Mrs. Marjorie Merriweather Post, the last private owner of the diamond, purchased the ring from Winston and generously gifted the blue heart diamond to the National Gem Collection in 1964. Marjorie's incredible 4-strand Karo Yamaoka pearl and diamond necklace, made in 1963, is meant to be worn with the dazzling diamonds cascading down at the nape of the wearer's neck, while the pearls hang down in front. It is nicely finished with a Cartier clasp. No doubt that was an incredible lineup. Now that we've showcased a few of the most famous pieces from her collection, it's time to grade the high jewelry collection of Marjorie Merriweather Post using the Gems and Jewelries 5-part metrics, which are: personality, how well does the collection mirror Post's? Timelessness. Every collection needs classic pieces. Does this collection have them? Versatility. Does the collection represent various stones and designs? Flexibility. What's the ratio of everyday pieces to special pieces in this collection? Genius. Do we have enough unexpected designs to wow the imagination in this collection? For personality, I give this collection 5 out of 5 because the entire collection, no doubt, is a striking mirror of the refined style of Marjorie Merriweather Post. In the area of timelessness, this collection earns 5 out of 5. Every single piece in this collection commands a sense of timelessness that has kept it relevant for centuries, and I'm pretty sure it's not fading away anytime soon. In versatility, I grade this collection with 5 out of 5. From pearls to turquoises, peridots to amethyst, and of course diamonds and emeralds, this collection represents various gems and designs. What about flexibility? This collection scores 4 out of 5. We see a good lineup of high jewelry that can be worn for all manner of occasions, including casual and special events. Finally, in respect to genius, this high jewelry collection earns 3.5 out of 5, as there wasn't a ton of artistic pieces in the collection. In all, the high jewelry collection of Marjorie Merriweather Post earns 22.5 out of 25. This is by far the highest I've graded any collection. It was simply incredible. And that's it. The spectacular high jewelry collection of Marjorie Merriweather Post, a savvy businesswoman with an unmatched taste for fine living, including art, real estate, and high jewelry. Let me know your favorite in the comment section below. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.